New York opens the door to home deliveries of alcohol. The bill just signed today, a huge win for New York's craft beverage industry.
It was day one of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, with President Biden set to address the party after handing over his campaign to Vice President Kamala Harris.
Building a trade skills pipeline. Only on 6, a look at a program getting students prepared to fill serious workforce gaps.
CBS 6 News starts now.
First tonight at 5, Albany County is a step closer to assembling a team to streamline the process of turning over ownership of the College of St. Rose properties.
Things happening slowly. In June, as the final classes were wrapping up on campus, Governor Hochul signed off on creating a Pine Hills Land Authority. The Albany County Executive Dan McCoy, alongside the County Legislature Chair Joanne Cunningham, announcing today their appointees to the authority. McCoy naming 4 members, Cunningham 2. Appointees include local real estate developers and nonprofit leaders. We have a list of all 6 alongside their background at CBS6Albany.com. A 7th member will be named by Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan. The Albany County Pine Hills Land Authority will oversee the future of St. Rose's former properties, which cover about 50 acres in Albany. Well, another very rainy day. Another scene like this one on Western Avenue and Stuyvesant Plaza. We could just run the file tape if we wanted to, but this actually is new video of Stuyvesant Plaza flooding out today, just a short time ago.
That's right, and we have a crew on the way there. We'll have a live report straight ahead, but for now, let's send things over to Chief Meteorologist Steve LaPointe. Steve.
Well, fortunately, the rain and all.
A Milton woman accused of trying to set her own mother on fire. Saratoga County Sheriff's deputies were called to a home last Sunday night on Paisley Road. A caller reported the neighbor's daughter poured gasoline inside the home and tried to light it. The sheriff's office says the mother was able to escape, while the daughter, identified as Ashley Millington, reportedly did end up starting a fire that damaged the home. Millington is being held at the Saratoga County Jail on arson and attempted arson charges. And we're going to take you back out live to Guilderland. CBS 6 meteorologist Sam Copeland is live for us near Stuyvesant Plaza. Sam.
Hey, Amani.
Always happens there. Thank you, Sam. Next and only on 6 tonight, how one community college is giving students a hands-on learning experience to gear them up for careers in construction, as that industry needs a pipeline like this more than ever.
I'm Atrell Nashar with a look at a key part of the Democratic Party's economic platform and what it would mean for inflation coming up.
And coming up in sports, Travers Week is here at the Saratoga Racecourse. One horse plans to defy the odds and break a record that has stood for more than 100 years. Today, delegates at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago are voting on the party's official platform. Many are paying close attention to the economic plans, especially when it comes to how Democrats want to continue to address inflation. National correspondent Atrell Nashar has a closer look.
The 2024 Democratic.
Tonight, only on 6, a rural construction program is growing in tools and in students.
Columbia Green Community College is gearing up for its 5th year of its construction program aimed at teaching students basic skill needs for the industry. CBS 6's Emma Quinn reports how the program is also giving back to the local community.
Students in this year's construction technology.
Past weekend, sunshine and temperatures in the mid-80s.
Had some clapping over here, so excited about that.
It's a good-looking week, right?
It is, yeah, looking forward to that. Steve, thank you. Well, sports is next, and don't forget CBS 6 News is back later tonight with our 7 p.m. broadcast. Catch the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell at 6:30, and after join JT Fetch and Steve LaPointe for your only source for local news and weather at 7.
All right. Who knows?
I know.
History at the Travers. Love it. All right. Hey, I'm back at 6 o'clock. JT and Amani, they share the stage right here coming up at 5:30.
Former New York Republican Congressman George Santos pleads guilty to federal charges. How long he could spend behind bars when sentenced for wire fraud and identity theft. And one of the biggest debates of the 2024 election season, tonight's Spotlight on America report looks at the impacts of legal immigration across the country. Plus, it's time to get your kids ready to return to school. Now could be the right time for you to introduce healthier choices for the whole family. First at 5:30, your top stories and weather headlines. Here's what you need to know. Flooding and heavy rain hitting the capital region tonight.
And we're going to send things right over to Chief Meteorologist Steve LaPointe, who is tracking it all for us. Steve. All right, Steve, thanks very much. We have crews out assessing those conditions tonight.
CBS 6's Brianna Supardi joining us now live with a look at some of that flooding in Colony. Bree.
Good evening, Amani and JT. I'm on route.
Other news of the night now. Disgraced former Republican Congressman George Santos pleaded guilty to felony charges today in federal court on Long Island. Santos
now expected to see jail time when he's sentenced in February of next year. Lana Zach has the latest.
George Santos drew extraordinary.
It's been a long time coming in the town of Glenville with the Capital Region Veteran Memorial Legacy Project. This morning, they just completed another phase of their project where all the flags of the different U.S. military branches were raised for the first time. CBS 6 was there to experience the touching moment. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., the Vietnam Memorial Statue will arrive. The Capital Region Veteran Memorial Legacy Project hoping to keep knocking off phases of the project as donations come in. The Troy Police Department receiving a donation from the Brady's Canine Fund for new body armor for their canine officer, Oates. Brady's Canine Fund provides ballistic armor to canine officers nationwide, according to Troy PD. The department saying in response to the donation, their commitment to the safety and welfare of these courageous canines is truly commendable. Well, still to come and all new at 5:30, the subject of immigration ahead of the 2024 presidential election remains a heavily debated one.
In tonight's Spotlight on America, examining the impacts of legal immigration across the country. And it's that time of year again, getting your kids ready to return to school, why it's a good time to introduce healthier choices for the whole family.
Dinner table discussions about issues at the border often focus on the impact of illegal immigration.
But in tonight's Spotlight on America, Christine Frizzell takes a look at legal immigration and why experts say expanding it could actually solve some of the biggest issues of our time.
Hand space.
You could call it the
Pretty good. Temperatures in the mid-80s, nice and warm with sunshine and dry conditions.
Looking nice for the weekend there.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Steve, thank you. Coming up at 6 tonight on CBS 6, alcohol delivery will soon be available across New York State.
We'll have details on the new legislation supporters say will help thousands of alcohol retailers.
And supporting future construction workers, how a new program intends to bring more students into the fold.
Plus, while the future of the former College of St. Rose property remains uncertain, we share who will be in charge of making sure it doesn't stay abandoned for long. Ready to return to school, from clothes to supplies to food, the list it can seem endless.
Add the challenge of getting everyone back on a school night schedule. As CBS 6's Lara Bryn explains in your Consumer Report, back to school is a great time to introduce healthier choices that benefit everyone in the family. Another back-to-school tip, remember there are hundreds of student discounts on everything from buying technology and going to the movies to shipping packages and taking vacations.
Your child just has to show his or her student ID or use his or her school email address.
Back here in the Capital Region, today is move-in day at UAlbany for the fall 2024 semester. Their classes start next week on the 26th with more than 2,800 first-year students joining UAlbany's class of 2028. Following their move-in, new students are invited to a series of Welcome Week festivities, culminating in the opening convocation ceremony this Friday. This year, more than 1,100 students are from the Capital District, joining students from 23 states and 33 countries.
Check your freezer. Purdue is recalling more than 167,000 pounds of frozen chicken nuggets and chicken tenders. Some customers reporting finding metal wire embedded in the products. The recall covers Purdue breaded chicken tenders and 2 types of chicken breast nuggets. There are no reports of injuries or adverse reactions to date. So to come tonight, what is next for the future of the now vacant College of St. Rose property?
Details on the new committee formed to assess the next step for the property months after final classes on campus.